Hello, everyone, and welcome to Against All Odds. I'm Stefan Davis, and we have a very interesting program for you today. Today's young men deal with many obstacles in their life. Peer pressure, single parents, mother raising them, grandmother raising them, no father figure, and they have so many questions as young men. Today, I'm proud to say we have a young man that will give a little insight about himself, where he came from, and what goals he's reached in his life. These young men have a vision. It's just up to us to sometimes guide them to reach that vision.
Born in New York, my mother was both a father figure and mother figure. I did not see my father often during my life. I was surrounded by poverty. My maternal grandmother obtained full custody of me. With a new start to life, I still had many demons in my closet. I was always searching for a connection. Anger came out of me, and I took it out on any and everyone that tried to help me, until a teacher grabbed me by my shirt and said to me, "I am not like everybody in your life that has hurt you." My teacher helped me rebuild my mental strength, graduate from high school, and I received a full football scholarship to American International College. I have helped many young men and women achieve many goals academically, athletically, and personally against all odds.
Hello and welcome back to Against All Odds. I would like to introduce to you a young man, very brave young man, to come on TV and give a little bit about himself. How you doing, Quailing?
I'm doing good, Coach. How you doing?
No, I'm doing good. Hanging in. You nervous? Huh?
We can get through this.
Yeah, we're gonna get through this, and I think you will be fine. You hang in there. Just talk. Be yourself. All right?
All right.
All right. First thing, please tell us a little bit about yourself, about you. Who is Quailing?
Well, Quailing is an 18-year-old kid who's in high school. I'm a senior. I graduate this year, June 9th. I live at home. My mom, my little sister. I go to church every Saturday. Play the drums for my church. Play the drums for the SciTech band as well. I'm in the SciTech band. And
You in the SciTech band?
yeah.
Oh Lord. So what do you do in the band? Tell me what you do in the band, please.
I play the drums and piano, whenever, I'm mainly for the drums, but whenever we need a strong fill-in for the pianos,
But also, you play the drum. He plays the drums, people, and the piano. What you do in church?
I just play the drums.
Oh, so they don't trust you with the piano. Okay.
No, I don't go nowhere near the organ.
No, that's not happening in
Nope.
church, son. It's not happening, okay? All right? So you've done a lot of work in and out of school. I know that you did a mentoring program with youth.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a little insight about that?
Of course. I went over to Rebecca Elementary School, mentor some of the adolescents kids, and it was a kid that I got paired up with. He was just like me growing up.
How is a middle school or elementary school kid like you? What made him like you?
His actions that he would do in class.
His actions, what he did in class. What was his actions?
Angry actions.
So yeah, anger.
Disrespectful actions. I seen myself in him. I seen little Quailing.
You seen little Quailing. So when you seen that kid So those type of behaviors in that classroom, when somebody was trying to help him become a better young man, how did you gravitate to deal with him with his behaviors?
I just look back on the stuff that I did from that time till right now, you know? So I thought about all the wrong decisions I made, all the bad things that I did, you know, talking back to the teachers, fighting with other students, getting suspended, stuff like that. And when I first met him, I knew he was a good kid, you know? He's a very nice kid. I didn't want him to go down the same road I did, because I had it bad when it came to my behavior in the school, other students and teachers.
So I know that there was a clip, hopefully we can get that clip, when you were talking to that young man, okay? Mm-hmm. And you told him he is you. You were him. You have anger issues, right?
Yes.
And that you are still working what?
I'm still working on them.
You're still working towards on that anger.
Yep.
You know, and we'll get a little bit deeper into that later. But when I saw the clip and I seen that kid look at you after you explained to him that you had those same type of issues or same type of behavior patterns that he does, and he looked at you and he said, wow. So when he said, wow, and he's looking at you, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel good because I'm helping him realize that it's not late. I'm helping him realize it's not too late to fix the way you are. You know, with other people, it's not too late to fix your attitude. Like I said, I'm 18. I'm still working on it. I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. I'm getting more mature. I had to learn how to control myself in a bigger environment. And so I told him he's 9 years old.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
He still has a lot more years.
A lot of time left. He's still a baby. Mm-hmm. So, what are some of the things that helped you become a better young man?
Being around other people that had better spirits in them. If I'm saying that right. It's like when I was growing up, I had a lot of anger. You know, I was with my family, my cousins. They have a lot of anger in them too. So when I'm around, it's like when you're around somebody and they have a strong accent, you tend to pick up that type of accent. Mm-hmm. So when I was younger, I tend to pick up that type of behavior and that attitude. And so now that I'm in high school, you know, I'm around other kids, other ethnicities, it's like, what's the point, you know? It's like other good people are around me, so I'd rather be good, you know? Mm-hmm. I'd rather have a good spirit in me, not a bad one, which everybody, you know, they see me come around, they're like, oh, no, we gotta watch what we say. You know, it's not like that. It should never be like that.
So what are some of the things that help, what are some of the things that you think that you need to still work on?
Making better choices.
Making better decisions. And that's, you have to.
I still have a hard time doing that, you know. I need to get out of that role, just doing whatever comes to mind. That's,
and see, Quailing, I know that anger has been your issue. I've seen it. I've heard about it. When I say the word anger to you, okay, what comes to mind?
Loneliness.
Loneliness. Why lonely, Quay?
Because it's when you're lonely, you feel sad. You know, you feel like nobody's there with you. And then you start to cry, like, and you wonder why. Why are you so lonely? And so that's when the anger starts to kick in because then I got tired of just crying. I got tired, I got tired of waking up with headaches, going to sleep with headaches.
So, what do you think caused the anger?
Absence.
Absence.
Somebody's absence in my
Somebody's
life.
absence. Does somebody have a name or anything like that?
My father.
Your father. Let me tell you something, son. You can't make your father be there, number one. That's his loss. That if he didn't want to be there to be your rock, to teach you man things, okay? You doggone right. You know what? I didn't have my father. I had a stepfather, but I reached out to other men, and that's what I see with you. You tend to gravitate to men because you're looking for that role model. You're looking for that man that you can depend on, that you can go to and ask questions about life. But you at an age right now, you getting ready, son, you're getting ready to go out into this world. You have overcome so much pain, so much anger within yourself, the headaches. You have to start believing in you. You have to start trusting you. You can't worry about that man. And it hurts. But that's all right. Stay focused on the golden egg, the golden goose, okay? That's you becoming a successful young man. So I would like to say to everyone, we're gonna take a short break and we'll be right back after this.
Grace has some pretty stellar arms, like Serena Williams good, but her face is pretty disgusting.
Someone please tell him to go back into his closet and leave us alone.
Brittany's face is so stupid and I hate her so much. It's like a scientist created her in a lab to annoy humanity and didn't even do that good of a job.
Megan reminds me of a troll doll that came to life intent on killing us with her stupidity.
Why is Grace's head so big? It definitely has nothing to do with how smart she is and probably everything to do with how bloated she is.
He's so funny. Just kidding. Who would find this disfigured flamingo funny?
Never post a selfie of yourself. You look so ugly.
The only reason you have so many views is because we think you're a freak and we can't look away.
Megan is the main reason that the world sucks so much.
I would rather get cancer than listen to another Trevor Moran song.
You are a mistake. You should have never been born.
Drown yourself in a shallow puddle, please.
Wow, I hope she's sterile.
These really stopped being funny a long time ago.
You're so much more than the things that people say about you.
Those people have no right to say cruel things to you to make themselves feel better.
It's okay that you sound different than everyone else.
That's what makes you so special.
We will not tolerate it. We will not tolerate it.
We will not tolerate it.
We will not tolerate it.
Every day, people make me feel like I stand out simply because of the way that I look.
Every day people make me feel small.
Every day I face the cruel words of bullying.
And every day people tell me that I'm brave for enduring this humiliation.
But we're not the brave ones.
It's the ones that say no to the bullying.
The witnesses.
If we all join together, there's nothing that we can't do.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
When we see bullying online,
We will let the world know that we're gonna take action with the eye.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
Our actions will overpower cruel words.
I am a witness.
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 There is power in words.
But it's nothing compared to the power of the actions that we put behind our words.
Visit eyewitnessbullying.org to learn more.
I am a witness, and so are you.
I'm gonna stand by you.
And welcome back to Against All Odds. Quailing, now, we talked about your father, that issue, that part of you, that anger, okay? I want to talk about when I say the word mother. What's the word mother mean to you?
Protector, provider. She's my lawyer, too.
Your mother always has your back, always. But she always, well, if you're wrong, she's gonna what? She's gonna say, yeah, you wrong, right? You wrong. I'm not. She's not just one of them yes moms. Oh, my son didn't do this. My son didn't do that. Nah, you did it.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with it, right?
Yeah. Of course.
But she doesn't tell you what you want to hear. She's real. So I want to say to you. One day, me and your mother was talking on the phone. Your mother stated to me that she was afraid that she was going to bury her son. She said, Coach, I'm afraid I'm going to bury my son. I said, he's all right. He's okay. She said, nah, I'm afraid, Coach, that I'm going to bury him. I said, no, he'll be all right. She said, Coach, I have a black dress in my closet. And this is somebody that you said that you know she has your back, number one, right? Right?
Yeah.
But she has that thought. This is her thought about you.
I love my mother to death. You know, my mother is my rock. My mother is my father. To be real with you, my mom, she's sacrificed so much stuff that she would like to do just for, not even for my sister, to keep me happy. And in return, sometimes I give her headaches. I stress her out. Like when I go out with my friends, you know, go over their house, chill with them, I stress her out. I scare her because of the bad things that I've done. But I don't mean to. I don't wake up. I just choose to.
You just choose to. So you have somebody that's been there for you from day one that will die for you, that would give you anything and everything if she could. And at times, I would say sometimes you may feel you're selfish because you don't think about her feelings. But she loved you to death, son. That's your rock. You don't want to lose that.
I can't lose that.
No. Those negative decisions, there's times that you want to, that you want to do something negative, and you say, you know what, I'm going to go hang out with this. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know. Right?
Yes.
Don't hurt your mother. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know why I wore all black today? I didn't tell you why I wore all black today. And everybody, I don't wear a tie because I feel like somebody's strangling me and my throat be all messed up, but it's all good. But there's a reason why I wore all black with a vest. This will be the last time that I wear a black, anything like this with you. I don't want to go to your funeral. I don't want to be sitting next to your mother saying he was a good boy. I don't. You're a humble young man. You have so much going for you. People, he just got accepted into college. He's getting ready to go to college. He just got accepted into HCC. A child that has not 4 years ago, I would have said he would have been in jail. A lot of people would have said, this kid, he's searching for all the wrong things. I'm not wearing this suit no more, son. And your mother should throw that dress away. Okay? Everybody, I would like to go to a break. Let me collect myself. I had to pull myself together for a few seconds, but it's all good because I love our children. I love our youth in our city and surrounding areas. I love children in general, but I would love to take a break right now, and we'll be right back. I got some other things. Welcome back. I would like to introduce our second guest, Mr. Ken Gilet, like Gillette Stadium. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. So, Mr. Gilet, or would you rather me call you Ken?
Call me Ken.
Okay. Ken, let the people know a little something about you, your background, because they're probably like, who is this man on here with Coach today? Well, give me a little something about you. Give the people a little something about yourself.
Well, I moved here from New York State, so I'm kind of in enemy territory, as my friends back home like to say. But I moved here with my family after I got my master's degree from Pace University, and I moved here for my psychotherapy job in downtown Springfield on Maple Street. Mm-hmm. And in my short time when I started there, I realized, you know what, there are a lot of kids and teens who aren't getting the complete care that they need in order to overcome some of these obstacles back home. So I knew that 45-minute session once per week has a very limited impact on some of these kids that are going back to the same dangerous environment back home. So I wanted to start doing something that would allow me to be more flexible in my scheduling and even in the work that I do. So I started a mentoring and coaching business called First Chance Life Coaching, so I can reach the kids wherever they're at, whether it's at their home, at their school, at the football field, wherever it's comfortable for them. And it gives you more flexibility in figuring out what to do and what specific goals we can work on.
Really? Wow, that's deep. To be honest with you, I haven't heard nothing like that. The flexibility, and I think that's, especially with our youth today, a lot of times they don't want to sit in the office. Mm-hmm. A lot of times they get intimidated.
Yeah.
Sitting in an office like me and you sitting here right now. Would you please tell me something about you? What happened? They don't want to hear that. They don't want to read it.
They come in looking for the couch.
Right. You don't want that. So after, and so with that background, okay, you was sitting backstage and you was listening to Quailing and his issues that he was having growing up from a young boy to now as a young man. What do you think? Give me your perspective on that.
Well, first, it's clearly that Quailing has done a lot to get to where he is now. And I just met him before, and I realized, wow, this person, he screams strength. I saw that right away. I felt that off of him because, it's not a coincidence that he's here today, transitioning now, getting ready to go to college. It's not a coincidence. It's something that's in him that allowed him to overcome it. There are a lot of people who don't overcome the struggles he had with a father not being present with the anger issues and struggling in school. So it's something about Quailing that allowed him to overcome this. And I think it's amazing. And I think that it's not only from him, I think it's his mom, a great source of strength. She deserves a standing ovation every day because
yes.
It's not an easy job.
That's a strong woman. And, they had some serious struggles. I don't know how he made it through all that and to where he is now, But go ahead. You're 110% right.
Well, when I work with clients that I coach or mentor, the first thing I say, when was the problem not there, or when were you successful? And the evidence or the blueprint is there already. So it's safe to say that Quailing has been successful in many different parts throughout his life. And to focus on, well, when you were successful, when the problem wasn't there, what was happening around you? And how can we create those same circumstances that made you successful? So he already knows what works for him. He already knows, in what situations he performs the best at.
Yes.
And by recreating those situations, having the right people, like he said, he changed who he was around.
His environment.
Right.
His environment.
Right.
If he was with some good kids, he was good Quailing. When he was with bad kids that had anger issues just like him, he needed to fit in.
Right. So he already knew what worked and what didn't work. And he made the choice, you know what, I'm gonna stick with what works.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I think a lot of our youth, they know right from wrong. They know, but the peer pressure is the evil of all evils with these kids. They know right. Quailing knows right. And like you said, he overcame a lot of obstacles. He could have fell under the table, right? But he didn't. He didn't do that. And I think you're hitting the key. You're hitting it on the nose about this young man. And your points are clear. So the other piece of which you, the therapy, where's all that at? Where are you located?
I work at the Center for Psychological and Family Services. We're at 130 Maple Street. And it's a multicultural clinic that provides outpatient and medication services to the kids, teens, couples, groups, families. And we have a great group of therapists working there. And I love it there,
Okay.
And talk about, when I moved here, it was a culture shock. We'll talk about having a group of people, other clinicians that made me feel at home, and I bounced off a lot of ideas off of them, and without their support, I would not have been able to start mentoring.
Well, what I'm gonna tell you right now is what you're doing with your own program, the mentoring program, it's a blessing. People, it's a blessing that we have a young man. I'm talking about a young man, because I'm old. I ain't even front.
How young do you think I am?
Listen, you younger than me.
Okay, fair enough.
And my socks. I just want to say my socks. He tried to outdo me today with my socks.
I got close.
And I didn't even know it. But he didn't get me. He didn't get me today.
It's round one.
Next
time.
But like I said, it's fine. It's fine. I'm glad to have you, man. And I would love to have you back again and get your input, because you got a strong knowledge of the game, and I love it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, my man.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And people, we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. First of all, I'd like to thank Ken Gilet and Quailing for appearing on this episode of Against All Odds. Stay tuned for some more powerful stories where we bring youth and family issues from darkness to light.